I'm Malcolm Van Delston. This is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing, a book series or extra long novel that opens with a woman trying to kill herself. She says, I don't know why I tried to do this, and by way of explanation tells her life story. We are at the beginning of book 4. Working title is Eyes of Different Colors. Last week, Ava reconnected with her much younger brother, only to discover that their previous bond had been broken and she got a drastic haircut. This week, most of this will sound familiar. I'm mostly concerned with flow as I've moved sections around and added some polyfill. Does it work? So this is the continuation of the chapter Revivals, Revisits, and Fails to the end of the chapter. The woman who owns Women's Journal definitely likes me. She smiles at me in that lesbian manner. At first, I didn't realize the long, unwavering gaze and wide grin meant anything. I thought, okay, this person is super friendly and outgoing. Now, though, I understand the signal. The woman's girlfriend likes me too, though her eye contact and smile are softer. Oh, I get it. The white blonde owner is the man. She's, oh, hey, you're hot. While her loose curled, long haired mulatto girlfriend is the woman. Hey, aren't I hot? Do you like me? If I don't look away, a lesbian will hold my gaze forever. I'm attracted at first, someone glowing at me, not wanting to break eye contact. And even now, after I know what it means, I like it. Even if I'm not, well, I always felt that it would be easy to date women, as easy as it is to date men. Not that that is easy, but that I could do it. Lately, I have no interest in men, no desire to have a boyfriend, which is a definite change from my usual lonely pining. Am I gay? And I've never known it because the Catholicism suppressed it? The two women smiling at me run a newspaper, Women's Journal. With that name, it could be about the horrors of abortions and quick recipes for busy moms. It's not. I forgive them the moniker. Arbor is cold, small, and government occupied. Feminists have to be ambiguous and non-threatening. Besides, it's the only feminist paper in town. Every one of the 15 women around this conference table is lesbian. I'm 99% sure of it. There's an energy, a knowingness, diverse too. Aside from the owner, I'm the only blonde, blue-eyed white person here. Two women in particular glow at me. One is Greek, maybe, a largish nose and straight auburn hair. The other is a beautiful mulatto with purple braids and round gold wire-rimmed glasses. She talks a lot, loudly, and laughs even more. There's something overdone about her, eyes too bright and energy too electric. She is beautiful, though. Do you want to work in outreach? The owner's girlfriend asked me. Sure. Well, what does it involve? You'll call people on the phone and ask them if they want to renew their subscriptions for starters. Okay. I want to write stories, but I'm too shy to ask. Meanwhile, at Forever and a Day, the owner hires her nephew. Straight-laced, arrogant, and macho, Antonio seems embarrassed to work with us, like he thinks he's too good to be a waiter. He's always been a dick to me, but since I shaved my head, it's worse. Can you clear this up? He commands one day on the lunch shift, motioning to a mess he made behind the cappuccino machine. No, it's your mess, I respond. His cheek twitches. I'm helping these customers. He smiles at the two girls he's giving change to. Once they're gone, he comes over to where I'm standing, folding cutlery into napkins. You shouldn't talk to me like that in front of customers, he exclaims. You shouldn't talk to me like that in front of customers. His cheek twitches again. I can give change too, I continue. I could have served those girls and you could have cleaned up your mess. Now his cheek is really working. He glares back at me and balls his fists. You're a bitch, he says. What? I say it louder than I mean to. You're a fucking bitch, he says quietly. He jolts his body towards me. Hey, Bill, our manager, looks up from where his papers are spread out over an empty table. Lunch rushes over. With the departure of the two girls, there's no one in the restaurant. I asked her to clean up behind the cappuccino machine and she got all uppity, Antonio says, turning towards Bill. Uppity. I shake my head. It was your mess, I say. Bill gets up. Antonio, clean up the cappuccino machine, he sighs. Come with me, Ava. I follow him outside to the patio, which is closed for the season. What's going on? He says. He never does any of the prep work or cleaning, I say. He commandeers the till and... Shit, I start to cry. It's okay, Bill says. He goes inside and comes back with some napkins. I blow my nose. Why don't you take the afternoon off? It's not busy. Antonio can manage. Now I feel offended. Send the woman home, keep the guy on task. I know Bill doesn't mean it. He's trying to be kind, thinks I'm too upset to work. I'm okay, I say. And I can see where this will go. Ava can't handle the pressure. Antonio stays and cements his right, which is already greater than mine, to be here. It really is fine, says Bill. No, I'm okay. I wish I could stop shaking. Bill pats my arm. Antonio shouldn't use language like that around you. I don't care about the language. I trail off. Are you sure you're going to be okay? Yes, I'll be fine. And I am. The letter I sent to the New Orleans photographer returns to me, no longer at this address. It slid open at one end, but my missive is there, seemingly untouched. The FBI, laughs my roommate Brian. What was your friend doing besides taking photographs? Really? I say. You don't think he just moved and the post office was... Brian laughs again. Moved to jail, maybe. Ava, the post office does not slit open letters to see if they can find clues to deliver them. The FBI slits open letters for people they're watching. I nod slowly. What do you think he did? Who knows? But most likely, drugs. I stare at the envelope in my hands, remembering how friendly and kind Jean and his friends had been. It doesn't seem possible, and yet it does. Cold and eerie, with only the two of us here in the Women's Journal offices at night. I sit in the corner near the front door, and the other volunteer, a Chilean named Christine, in the owner's suite. Hi, I'm calling from Women's Journal. I try to make my voice sound bright and happy. Would you like to subscribe? Fuck, this is difficult. Disconnected from my body. I'm not. Who does this? I hate people who call at night when you're at home, relaxing. When I stop talking or don't have the phone to my ear, it feels like the air has been sucked out of the room. I hear cars pass on the street below and Christine in the other office saying the same things I am. But around those sounds, death. I want to write stories. How do I get to write stories? I'm afraid to ask. $43. I count the bills again. I could swear I had 63. I closed the drawer on the ancient vanity table that was here in my room when I moved in, feeling that familiar stick as it slides and enjoying that last breath of old wood smell before it closes. Dizzy and lured. I never miscount money. Poker-faced, I mop the bar, pull a glass from a sink, hold it up to the light and wipe it while the actors say their lines in front of me. Afterwards, we all stand on the street in the icy wind with our equipment, waiting for Rob, the guy who founded the Arbor Video Co-op, to return with the van. I wasn't supposed to be in the scene. I help out with boom mics, set up lights, and tape down cords. It's a thrill to be in a shot, even if the film is cliche. Trench coats and a red-lipped femme fatale. None of us talk as we wait. Small dots of snow begin falling, swirling around in invisible eddies, stinging against our faces. When Rob arrives, we load the gear and I head for the bus.